Welcome back. Many of you might not think this is the season for growing a garden, but the Pikes Peak Urban Gardens actually going strong through the fall and winter months.
Love that. John Martin is showing us what you can do downtown and what's going on, even what's on the horizon too. John, I had no idea this even existed. This is cool.
It is absolutely cool. Yeah, I'm learning a whole bunch of stuff here. And check it out. I got Councilwoman Jill Gaebler, councilwoman. Councilperson. Should have talked about that before we started. Now I'm awkward. Anyway, hey, so thank you for joining us, first of all. This is something that you're a fan of, correct? This urban garden, the greenhouse, the goats in your yard.
Very much so. Local food.
Local food. Talk about why this is important to you and why it should be for the city, in your opinion.
Good morning.
Hi.
Local food is a very important aspect to our community. The more food that we produce locally, the more control we have over what we're eating.
Yeah.
The more those dollars that we use to purchase food stay within our community, and the more we support the local businesses who are producing that food, those local entrepreneurs, those small businesses, those dollars stay in our community.
Yeah, and it gets young people kind of fired up. There's this whole new movement in terms of kind of gardening in your community. We talked earlier this morning about kind of passing on the traditions of gardening maybe to the next generation. It gets people involved. It does have that sense of community. Everyone kind of comes together and hangs out, and that's something, I guess, that's really good for the city. People taking pride in where they live.
It is good for the community, and from a city perspective, in local politics, in local government, we are trying to create a food policy group that would oversee the regulations, the policy surrounding local food, to help us to support our local small businesses, to help us to grow local food, find new spaces, vacant land where we can produce local food, and to help that next generation who has lost just that generational knowledge about cooking real food, to really bring that educational piece back and teach people how to use their crock pots and eat real food again.
Yeah, it's just a heck of a thing. You obviously, and people probably know goats in the city. That was something that you were kind of, you pushed that through.
I did.
It's just another thing to get people, kind of like you were saying, their hands dirty, they get out there, they get involved. And this is something the Pikes Peak Urban Garden and Pikes Peak Small Farm really kind of pushing towards. We looked at the piece of property over there, Fillmore, Nevada. Mm-hmm. That's a piece of property. That's an idea that people can really kind of get behind, and they're going to build a garden there. This is something that at least in your role in City Council.
Yes, this is along with food policy of trying to create these local, small, urban farms within our city, ensuring that the zoning allows for that. We did recently pass legislation. Mm-hmm. It was the first legislation I passed as a council person to allow 2 small dairy goats to reside within the city limits, to be treated as pets. And so on this farm that you mentioned at Fillmore and Prospect, they can now have 2 dairy goats. They can produce goat milk, they can produce goat cheese, all on that farm, little small plot of land. And then they can go and not just eat it, but they can sell it in the local community.
And that's great. I'm excited. Thank you for joining us. I got okay, maybe I'm not gonna. Maybe like the City for Champions project, that sports thing in the outfield,
Sports and Event Center.
Sports and Event Center. Let's get it correct. Good Lord. Maybe we can put an urban garden back there behind the.
It's a great idea, and then we can sell the greens at the convention.
They're collaborating right now.
Yes. Who needs tax increment financing? We're doing local gardening. That's how we're going to pay for it.
You guys are running for office.
Food.
Both of you.
All right, hey John, don't go anywhere, because this just in. Someone posting on my Facebook page, Kenya, John Martin looks pretty hot with that beard, don't you think? I know it's
really?
No Shave November, but Kenya's digging it.
Wow, thanks. That's I'm actually blushing under this, so thank you. Yeah.
Hard to see.
Red beard. What was it? Hashtag gingerbeard. Is that what we're doing?
Hashtag gingerbeard.
Yep.
Hashtag gingerbeard.
All right, baby. GB, thank you.